Eggs are the starting point for most living creatures. Even though all eggs have the same function, but some have a very interesting looking appearance. And some we really can't tell it an egg. The way parents take care of their eggs is also very special. Hi, welcome to The Weird Side. It's a channel that talks about unique creatures. Today's video will be showing you 5 rare and unique looking eggs. The beach is often where many people find mysterious things. Recently a woman found a weird jelly bar on the beach in Australia, and it's all over the place. The body of this thing is transparent and colorless. And it's very fat. At first, the woman speculated that it was a kind of creature, so she posted the photo on the internet to seek expert answers. Many people guessed it was jellyfish poo. Some people even joked that this is a condom. Afterwards, someone finally came up with an answer. It turned out that this is the egg of the moon snail. It is a predatory sea snail. Most of them are distributed on the east coast of Australia and grow near the seaweed in the intertidal zone. Every December to February, the moon snail will lay their eggs on the warm coast of Australia. The female moon snail lays her eggs at night and lays the eggs in a single line, embedded in a sand grain matrix, a combination of mucus and sand. There are thousands of little snail eggs in this jelly matrix. The matrix takes on the water and it develops into what we know as this little crescent-shaped goop. Interestingly, the egg grows 3 to 5 times the size of the snail who laid it. The eggshell then breaks up in the water after a few days, releasing the larvae. If you do find one, don't throw them at your family and friends. Gently place them back into the water. Those crystal clear eggs are also food for many marine life. This cute creature is actually quite common, and their meat is very delicious. Adult moon snail are quite famous in many countries' menu. Even so, it is hard to imagine that the egg produced by this common snail on our table is so attractive to the eye. Octopus. Clever and strange octopuses are fascinating creatures with incredible problem-solving skills and breathtaking camouflage. But overall, they are short-lived, typically around for just 3 to 5 years. That's because they're semmelporous, which means they reproduce just once before they die. For many a female octopus, laying eggs marks the beginning of the end. In fact, the mother even stops feeding. She'll stay and watch over her eggs until they hatch, and slowly starving to death. In captivity, towards the end. Sometimes she'll tear off her own skin, and eat the tips of her own tentacles. Although the octopus is very aggressive, the female octopus is unexpectedly a very respectful mother. When the octopus comes to the breeding season, it will lay a bunch of grape-like eggs. Usually the octopus will lay the eggs in an underwater cave protected by rocks. And she will stay at the entrance to keep hungry crabs, sea stars, and fish from getting too close. She's glued about 170 braids to the roof and often sit right under the babies. The mother octopus will be staying beside the eggs until all of them hatch. Because once the mom leaves these eggs, the eggs have a high probability of being eaten by other creatures. This whole hatching process can take up to more than 4 years. Yes, 4 years. It is conceivable that the mother octopus has been exhausted during this incubation process. Researchers have come to the same place 18 times, and every time the mother octopus guards her eggs in the same place. Researchers can even observe that the mother octopus's body has changed from purple to paler, and gradually loses texture, and the eyes are cloudy. When these octopus babies hatched, the octopus mother only had a few seconds to look at her baby before she died from hunger. Moving from this sad story, those octopus eggs in some countries, such as Japan, are a rare delicacy. Japanese people even dare to eat raw eggs, even though the raw eggs are very stink. Japanese people often eat it with wasabi or make them into sashimi and eat it. Have you ever eaten octopus egg before? Let me know in the comments section. What do you think about this respectful mother? Clownfish. The relationship between clownfish and sea anemones are inseparable, and can be said that both of them live together forever. Sea anemones will help clownfish to avoid predators by allowing them to hide inside their body. And clownfish will repay by cleaning the body of sea anemones from time to time. Clownfish tend to lay their eggs on the coral attached to the sea anemone. Eggs will stick on the reef to avoid being washed away by ocean currents. Because of the larger body, female clownfish usually is responsible for guarding the entrance, while the smaller male does most of the babysitting. He will fan the eggs to provide more oxygen and eat any eggs that are infertile or damaged by fungus. The eggs will form a very interesting scene as they mature. Those orange-red fish eggs in the beginning will become egg with eyes. Looks like aquatic plants with long eyes on the bottom of the sea, moving along with the current. And one interesting fact about clownfish is that if the female dies or is removed, the dominant male will become female. That means that clownfish are hermaphrodites, have both male and female reproductive organs. Giant Gastropod. A translucent egg about the size of a fist makes its appearance on the beach of Argentina. They are all over the beach. Inside the transparent shell, there are unknown creatures moving inside. Because of the huge amounts and the strange appearance, many people think that's an alien egg and post the images on social media. Some netizens confirm that this egg belongs to Giant Gastropod and appear to be a common shellfish in South America. The fluid inside the egg will provide the nutrition for the baby to hatch. It usually takes about 57 days for the giant gastropod to hatch and grows. And the length is determined by the temperature of the sea. After giant gastropod lays eggs, its egg will drift freely with the waves, causing these eggs to be washed up on the beach by huge waves. And always resulting in two outcomes: either killed by the sun, or eaten by other sea creatures. However, there are not many cases of the eggs being washed ashore by the waves. Usually once in a blue moon. So that explains why so many people are surprised and confused when they saw these translucent pretty creatures. Shark. Sharks had already been existing on the earth for hundreds of million years, even long before dinosaurs had appeared. There must have an evolutionary advantage in order to be able to survive for millions of years. The reproductive mode of sharks may be one of the reasons. Sharks have 3 different reproductive modes: fetuses, laying eggs, and viviparous. Approximately 30% of sharks are from eggs. In particular, the appearance of shark egg different from species to species. This black ribbon is also called a mermaid's wallet. If you see this under the sun, you are able to see a little fish swimming inside. That's right, that's the baby shark. I remember that this spiral-shaped object often makes many people confused, thinking it is some kind of shellfish. But it is actually the egg of a tiger shark. If you look at the egg closely, there are small gaps, and that's where the baby shark comes out from. Once the baby shark swims out, this thing will become very light, and often blown onto the beach. The reason why sharks need this special and hard eggshell is mainly because that the shark mother doesn't take care of the eggs. They will leave immediately after giving birth. So baby sharks need to rely on this eggshell to protect themselves until they hatch. Sometimes some sharks will die inside because the eggshell is too hard to break through. Therefore, people who breed this tiger shark will cut the eggshell with scissors at the right time, in order to save the precious life. Hi. If you like this type of video, please consider subscribing to this channel and like this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.